Hello viewers, welcome to our channel Streetz. Let's start with our first data structure, which is an array. In this video, let's try to understand introduction to arrays. So what is an array? An array is a data structure which can store a fixed size collection of elements of same data. Let's consider a bookshelf with series of books lined up side by side. Each book can be accessed by its position on the shelf. Here, if you see, if you want to access a particular book in the shelf, you can access this particular book by its position in the shelf. Why we need this array data structure? Suppose consider if you want to store two integer values in variables, like say 10, 20. If you want to store these two values in integer variables, how will we store in general? So int a equal to 10, int b equal to 20. So we have stored these two values in integer variables. Suppose if you want to store 10,000 values in integer variables, will you create 10,000 variables like this A, B, C and so on? No, that's not the right way to do it. Then how can we achieve this? We can achieve this by using an array data structure. Now let's understand this array. This is how the array looks like. Here we are storing 6 integer variables in this array. All elements in the array must be of same type. Here in this example, you are seeing all these elements are integers. This consistency allows the compiler or interpreter to allocate the correct amount of memory for each element. Next, elements of an array are located in contiguous memory location. It means, for example, consider an integer of 4 bytes. In the memory, you will store this array of 4 bytes of integer. The first element address, for example, consider the first element is in 1000 address. Okay, which is of 4 bytes of memory. So the next element would be 1004 and the next element is 1008, 1012 and so on. So that's how the array will be stored in the memory. Each element of an array has an unique index, which is an identifier for that element in a position in the array. Consider here 5, which is in starting position, the first position, which is in 0th position. And the next 4 value can be identified by using first position. And 10 value will be identified by using second position. So each element in an array can be accessed using this index, which is a unique identifier for that element position in the array. And size of an array is predefined and cannot be modified. If while creating an array, the size will be declared initially. So here we are going to store 6 integer values in this array. The size of an array, which is 6, is already predefined and cannot be modified. There are two types of arrays. The first one is one dimensional array and the second one is two dimensional array. Let's consider an array which stores the elements of 5 integers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each element will be identified by using an index 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this represents one dimensional array. This is how we usually store the element in the one dimensional array. This is a two dimensional array. This is how we store the array elements in two dimensional array. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each element will be represented by using an index. This is the row index and this is the column index. If you want to identify a particular element in two-dimensional array, we'll be using by using a row index and as well as
Column
column index.
index.
Here in their example the name is matrix. If you want to identify the element 2 in two-dimensional array, we'll be using matrix 0 and 1. This is how we try to access the particular element in two-dimensional array. In our next video, let's try to understand the creation of an array and how to insert an element in the array. If you like this video, please share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe our channel Tech Streets.